9 million people watched House this week with a subplot about asexuality. This is huge. This is awareness. I'm excited. There was a lot of things said about asexuality. Most of them things we've heard before. Some of them positive, some of them negative. All the negative comments were said by Dr. House. But he's an anti-hero. He's supposed to be kind of a jerk. He is a jerk. Some of the positive things that were said is that celibacy is a choice and different from asexuality. However, the couple at hand was also celibate, maybe inadvertently, but they said they weren't. But whatever, that's minor. Also, 1% of the population, approximately, asexual. That was said. They referenced a study. We'll talk about that more. The couple was happy. They made sure we knew the couple was happy. Awesome. And then, Dr. House. And it's a great character. I really haven't followed it far enough, but I'm definitely going to be checking it out more, backtracking, whatever, let's get on with it. But he said, we really need to get you laid, when he thought Dr. Wilson was talking about himself. And he was reading the article that he was talking about the quotes. And also, he said, Fugliness Weekly. That's what Dr. House, he said, are you reading Fugliness Weekly? In other words, asexuals are ugly. Then why would I be shooting this in high def? Huh? Oh yeah, Dr. House says that the husband loves penis enough for the both of them, and that asexuals have a wildly screwed up worldview. Boy meets girl, girl falls for boy, boy says, I'm asexual, girl says, yeah, me too. Nothing we haven't heard before. All that tells me is the writers, they did their homework about the ace community, and they get a pat on the back for that. And I get one for recognizing it from myself. The story would go on. They'd make a bet, Dr. Wilson and House, $100. That House could find a medical reason as to why they are asexual. He succeeds. He finds that the husband has a brain tumor that's interfering with his sex drive. And it was said earlier by one of the female doctors or assistants that the sex drive is in the brain. Let's just say that the study that Dr. Wilson was reading earlier was from 2004, entitled Asexuality, Its Prevalence and Associated Factors in a National Probability Sample. That's real, it exists, you can look it up. One of the results from that was, surprisingly enough, that asexuals are more likely to have adverse health. So there you go. Maybe Dr. House read that. Maybe that's how he had the idea that, hey, this is something that is related to health. Just something to think about. So about this brain tumor anyway, yeah, it causes erectile dysfunction and low libido. That is not very common for asexuals, no less common than the rest of the population. You know, YouTube is a family environment, so I can't demonstrate for you right now, but I wish I could. You don't deserve to see it anyway. But they left the ending very open-ended. Yeah, House won the bet, and I'm glad he did, because then I would never get to see him lighting a cigarette with a $100 bill, which was a great scene and a great gesture for the anti-hero that is House. And what did you expect? That is the Hollywood happy ending for asexuals to find happiness when we realize we were wrong all along and there's this brave new world out there. I don't think they're going to revisit it, but we don't know what happened after the surgery. We don't know if it changed anything. So it really appeases everybody. It's open-ended. You can interpret it however you want. And that's how I do that. And you know what? I'm going to go to my doctor and I'm going to tell him about this. And I'm going to see if I have a brain tumor or anything else. Why be naive? One would think if I had a tumor, it would have killed me by now. But what if I have a brain tumor? What if you have a brain tumor? What if we all have a brain tumor? I'm getting it checked out, and when I find out, I'll let you know. Until then,